basketball is on ESPN Plus. Two teams winners in 3 of their last 4 converge on the WVU Coliseum. It's the North Carolina Central Eagles against the West Virginia Mountaineers as WVU looks to defend the WVU Coliseum once again. Alongside West Virginia Hall of Famer Warren Baker, I'm Andrew Caridi. Bake, 2 hours ago it was announced that Tucker DeVries, one of West Virginia's best players, if not the best player, sidelined indefinitely at this point.
Yeah, it was very disappointing to hear today, but hopefully he won't be out that long.
Have to keep an eye on that. We'll look to who's going to make an impact in this game, specifically for NC Central first, as we see Tucker DeVries huddling up with the team. Po' Boy King has been on a tear this year. He's a junior. He had 28 points last time out against Gardner-Webb.
Yeah, you know, he can do it from outside. He can also get downhill. He's an all-purpose type of player. West Virginia going to have their hands full with him.
It was NC Central coming away with a buzzer-beater victory against Gardner-Webb. But for West Virginia, Javon Small perhaps playing his best game as a Mountaineer. Their last time out against Georgetown, he had 26 and is the motor that gets this team going. He's the point guard after all.
Yes, he is, and nothing seems to rattle him. He makes sure that everybody's in the right spot, and he shoots it well when he has to.
And Angelica Trenone is with head coach Darren DeVries for the Mountaineers.
Coach, without Tucker in the lineup tonight, how much changes game plan-wise for this one?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we got some different lineups and things, but we've had a couple days to work on it, so I know our guys are ready to get out there and compete.
Coach, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angelica. We'll get more from her and more on Eduardo Andre, who will get the starting position for the Mountaineers in place of the injured Tucker DeVries. A fifth year is West Virginia's starting 5. Eduardo Andre, 6'11" senior from England, coming off a 4-block performance against Georgetown in that 73-60 win just 4 days ago for the Mountaineers. West Virginia in the white and NC Central in the red uniforms, and we are underway. Our officiating crew for this one, Marcus Pettigrew, Brooks Wells, and Nomi Kidwai. So what challenges does this NC Central squad come out and present for West Virginia? They're in a 2-3 zone.
They're in a 2-3 zone, but they will switch defenses a lot, Andrew. West Virginia is going to have to realize that and make the adjustments.
I love the challenge for West Virginia when you consider things. They're 7th in the country in turnovers forced per game and 8th in steals. Harris a 3 off the back iron. There's an offensive board for Eduardo Andre, making an impact early. Harris to Hansberry. He'll try the long shot. It's up and good. And down comes the confetti.
Excellent look that time by Buck Harris. That's exactly what he needed to do, kick that ball to Hansberry.
Here's the starting lineup for NC Central. Eagles have won 3 of their last 4, Bake, after losing 6 of their first 7. Tough shot, defended well by Javon Small, and he gets the outlet pass. And here's the starting 5 for West Virginia, unchanged outside of Tucker DeVries. Hansberry to Okani, who's really been playing well as of late for West Virginia. Leads that pass to Hansberry along the baseline. Same could be said for 13 in white. 9 on the shot clock for West Virginia. Almost a steal there for NC Central. Shot clock is at 3. The tie-up will result in a jump ball, and it's NC Central getting possession 90 seconds in.
Yeah, NC Central is they are going to switch defenses a lot. You'll see them in man some. They're going to double team the ball. You really, really have to be on your toes.
There's Lavelle Moten, 16th season as the head coach for the Eagles. He's nearing that 270 win mark. Named coach, elevated to the head coach position in 2009. So what does West Virginia's defense look like as well?
Well, they're man-to-man, which they usually start.
This is Po' Boy King handing off, shot clock at 2. Tough fadeaway 2, no good on the miss from Smith, and West Virginia grabs another board. Harris turns on the Jets and will slow things down. But here's the measuring stick, Big. After you get a win against Georgetown that was so emphatic and so impactful, they go for the oop against Andre. He's fouled. Now you kind of have to refocus yourself, and obviously less of a challenge in NC Central, with all respect to them. But now you have to learn to navigate life without Tucker DeVries.
That's exactly right. So it presents challenges. I'll tell you what, that game the other day with Georgetown was just like an old Big East game. That's the only thing I kept thinking about as I watched that.
Inbound to Andre. He's been an active target early. Harris for the Mountaineers. Look to throw it inside for Andre and given away. Bake, what are some keys to the game here for the visitors?
Well, eliminate a sluggish start. That's what they have to do. They went 6 minutes and change before they scored against Gardner-Webb and embraced the moment. This is a chance to really show something on a big stage.
Lost assignment and an easy 2 from Perry Smith, the 6'9" junior from Augusta. 1 point game. It's West Virginia by 1. And Bake, for West Virginia, their keys. Another giveaway.
Well, West Virginia turns it over. Get to those keys in just a second.
Tipped into the hands of Andre. And here comes Javon Small.
Hey, handling the changing defenses. We've talked about that already. And stay the course. Even though it's not the Georgetown, whatever, you need to make sure you stay focused.
Off of Andre and will belong to the Eagles. Coming off a win against Gardner-Webb, 78-77. Isaac Parson, 6'2" senior, with a three-pointer with 7 seconds to go, giving them the win in that one.
Good matchup there with Boy King being chased. There are going to be a lot of different guys on him. Small has him right now, but I would expect that you will see Sincere Harris on him as well.
Yeah, three-pointer misses from Adediri, rebounded by KJ Tenner, the freshman for the Mountaineers. Javon Small, much of the offense will work through him. Give and go there with Hansberry. They're looking for Andre again down low, but this NC Central defense is good as advertised early. Tenner with 13 on the shot clock. Out to Hansberry. It's a deep 3. It's arcing up and no good. And rebounded by the Eagles, taken down by Deontay Johnson, the junior from the Bronx. Adediri, senior from Baltimore, for Po Boy King. They are collapsing on him every time
yes,
they touch the ball, Big.
Oh, you have to. It's got to be a team effort.
Steal, West Virginia, knocked loose by Andre. Lifted ahead from KJ Tenner, and he is fouled hard, crashing into the rim protector. He's slow to get up, and we'll take a break. It's West Virginia 3, NC Central 2 with 15:43 to go.
Earlier today that he decided to go with Eduardo Andre in the starting lineup to replace Tucker DeVries, so then that way he could see what this lineup looks like with a little more size. He says Andre has legit size, and really the way that he is able to protect the rim on defense, he keeps people out of there. But offensively, he can get it done around the rim as well. Now, while Andre does provide support on both ends of the court for this team, Coach DeVries says where he's really come along is his personality. Since the summer, that trip in Italy, he said, I saw him dancing one time when we were there, and I said, whoa, Eduardo, I didn't even realize you talked, and now you're dancing. Even made a joke about while the other guys were playing video games, he was reading books. He says he's a guy that's a proven winner, and he'll do anything he can to help this team succeed.
Thank you, Angelica. Well, the overseas guys are usually a little more cultured.
Oh, yes.
At the end of the day. I want to know what band specifically, but Big, no, in 21 days, as we welcome you back to the WVU Coliseum, West Virginia takes on Kansas in the fog. You talk about size. There's no better person for West Virginia to need to adjust without Tucker DeVries than Eduardo Andre.
Hopefully Tucker will be back by then. I don't know. Again, there wasn't a time frame on his return, but out indefinitely, and that's about all Coach DeVries would tell us today.
KJ Tenner at the line is good enough to shoot 2 free throws. Big, kind of a shaky start for both teams offensively. Mountaineers just 1 of 4. NC Central 1 of 6 to begin this game. And the first free throw from Tenner up and good.
Well, it's going to be an adjustment for West Virginia. Again, without one of their leaders, they've got to adjust some things, so it may take time, but certainly with the leadership that you have in Javon Small, he'll make sure that everybody gets where they need to be.
Second free throw from Tenner up and good. Good to see him get his first shots to fall. Tenner's been a little cold his last 4 games, 3 of 10 from the field. In the meantime, since the break, Jonathan Powell, freshman for the Mountaineers, has come into the game. He replaces Eduardo Andre. More of a finesse look for West Virginia out there. Adediri, tipped by Tenner, not out of bounds.
I've said it all year, KJ Tenner just doesn't play like a freshman.
Good reactivity there. Coach DeVries loves it. Attacking but traveling is Deontay Johnson, West Virginia ball.
Yeah, Johnson saw the shot clock running down. He had to try to get something up, but traveled in the process.
Another turnover for NC Central. That'll be the second of the game. Isaac Parson, the hero against Gardner-Webb, hit that three-pointer to win the game, is checking in now for Johnson. And a little bit of a token pressure here.
Oh, yeah, they will. They'll switch it up, and they like to trap just as soon as you come across half court. Didn't do it that time, but they will.
Jack of all trades, O'Connie hands off to Small. Hansberry has slotted to that 5 position with Eduardo Andre on the bench. Corner for Powell. O'Connie now penetrates. Nice step to the basket and finish. And West Virginia leads by 5.
Now nobody for North Carolina Central stood up to help out on that. Gave them a clear shot to the bucket.
West Virginia's first field goal in over 4 minutes. Hoboy King fires, misses. Rebound Powell for the Mountaineers. And O'Connie, another player, Bake, coming on here. 13 points average in the last 4 games. You know, with Tucker DeVries absent for the next couple of games, they're going to need him to continue that play. And obviously, comfort grows and grows. Hansberry for Tenor, shot clock at 12. Double comes on Hansberry. Means a man is open. Powell, extra pass, Small for 3. He stays high.
That's what you have to do against them. Good recognition. Nobody panicked on that. And Javon Small made him pay.
West Virginia on a 7-0 run. Team leader in scoring, Javon Small, with his first bucket of the game. And West Virginia leads by 8 here. 6 minutes in. Loose ball. Central chases it down. Here's Parson. Second on the team in assists. Opens up for Smith here. And he'll finish it at the rim. Good move on the spin
Good
side.
two-man game. Nice roll by Smith.
Well, Perry Smith is getting some early activity. 6'9" junior, leader in blocks and offensive rebounds in this NC Central team. Averages 10 a game, so he'll get his. Mountaineers by 6. Double comes on Small. He finds Tenor along the baseline. Powell, open 3, deep 3, good.
That ball movement will end all of those traps and things after a while. West Virginia keeps getting looks like that.
Yeah, they'll subscribe to it. West Virginia now 50% from beyond the arc. They are 3 of 6, 7 minutes into our contest and lead by 11. Parson kisses it off the glass. Kind of a change-up thrown there by the NC Central offense. But again, Bake, 2 teams that have won 3 of their last 4. West Virginia goes back as far as 4 of their last 5.
There's that double team.
Small navigates away. Powell, open his Tenor, inside Hansberry, swiped at, kicked out. Here comes O'Connie, jump past Powell, looks for it again. He's got it again.
Somebody better find that young man. He's shooting way too well to be getting open looks like that.
Well, Jonathan Powell, who is 2 for 15 in his last 15 three-point attempts, has made his first 2 in the game. And the Mountaineers lead by 10. Tenor out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles.
Well, Jonathan Powell's one of those guys, every time he shoots it, he thinks it's going to go in. And I like that mentality for a shooter.
I'm going to say can't hide from it, so.
No.
And even more of a green light with Tucker DeVries on the bench. Changes in here for West Virginia. Andre Yesufu and Sincere Harris in for Small, O'Connie. And Andre with a block. Loose ball picked up by Tenor. Tenor all the way to the bucket, fouled, and one!
Wow. He just exploded down the court.
What a play. Shooter's roll, point blank for KJ Tenor. And the Mountaineers, after starting cold, are 6 of 9 from the field. That's 67% at the WVU Coliseum. Mountaineers by 12 on ESPN+. Well, it's always encouraging when you have a former player who accomplished so much be the head coach for the team you're playing for. Coach Mo, a guard from 92 to 96, third all-time leading scorer. But Bake, what I love the most, his career record as a player, 80 and 28. Dude won a lot of games.
He certainly did. And, you know, it was very nice talking with him today and how he, cultures his young men. Teaches them a lot about life and that type of thing. And some coaches don't do that anymore, but it was really, really refreshing to hear him talk today.
Oh, I get it. As someone who experienced it. Tenor, the N1 free throw up and good. And West Virginia extends its lead 19-6. Bake, early on, West Virginia's bench paying dividends. Scoring is 10-2.
Well, again, it's next man up, and then, the whole team needs to do that.
Three from Smart, no good. Unfortunate tip back out to NC Central for the Mountaineers. Smart reattacks, blocked there by Powell. There's already 2 threes for West Virginia, gets in on the defensive side of things. If you're just joining us, Tucker DeVries announced about 2 and some hours ago, out indefinitely with an upper body injury for the West Virginia Mountaineers. So certainly a feel-out game for West Virginia. How do they manage that? And what does it look like? Yesufu fires one up with 5 on the shot clock, kind of a forced shot there. But they had to get it up anyway. We're running out of time. Parson to the outside. Aquan Smart to Parson. Back to Smart. Shot clock at 8. Here's a drive from Parson up. Blocked by Andre again. Underneath. West Virginia looking for a second stop. Shot clock at 1. And NC Central able to convert with a...
Well, they stuck with it.
Yep. Half of a second left to do it. They do.
Now we've got a 1-3-1. And they will trap as soon as you cross half court. West Virginia with a good job.
Powell for 3. That one's strong. Tipped back in.
Oh, that might be the cheapest one you ever did.
Yeah, those are tough to swallow, but sometimes when they're falling, Bake. Doesn't to go down as a field goal attempt, does it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Still on fire.
Whoever was in the vicinity was going to get the 2 points.
Smart, and his pass goes awry. West Virginia ball. All right, check it out. What happened? A lot of digits on that.
Yeah, it was.
All right, Javon Small checks back in for West Virginia. KJ Tenor gave you a nice shift with 5 points. He heads back to the bench. So West Virginia's leading scorer, Javon Small, back in. O'Connor doubled. Hops it out of there back to Small. Halfway point has been reached here at the Coliseum. Andre, blocking call. Wow. Almost a certainty that that one was enough contact to warrant the offensive foul.
Well, Coach Moten is not really arguing with the call, so.
He was moving on second look. Yeah, good call. And it'll be a foul on the floor. So a common inbound here for West Virginia. Mountaineers 21, NC Central 8. No Tucker DeVries for WVU. Sincere Harris. Powell. Back to Sincere. Given that space here, he's going to pull up. Good look. And it falls. Mountaineers have hit 7 of their last 9 from the field. They are looking comfortable, Dave.
Yes. Sincere has not shot the ball well from 3. In fact, he hasn't made one yet. So people are going to lay off of him. But if he takes up that slot like he did just now, that'll work for him.
Yeah, first 3 of the season on, well, no, none yet, but that long 2. He's just a 33% shooter on the year. And that floater up and in for the Eagles makes this a 13-point game.
With Parsons, that was a tough shot.
West Virginia's largest lead was 15 a possession ago. They're up 13 now. Small, trap comes. NC Central gets the takeaway. Inside, O'Connor looks for the block, and it wouldn't go. Challenged that shot, made it difficult to finish. And West Virginia, as a shot-blocking team, Bake, looking good. O'Connor in the lane. Harris is open. Does he have it here? Strong, and it's going to be off of West Virginia and belong to the Eagles. Now near student section. makes its opinion known about that one. 8:26 mark, first quarter. How good is West Virginia blocking the ball? Third in the country. About a half a block shy of UConn and San Diego State.
And West Virginia, for the most part, is not that big.
Yeah. Off the bottom side of the rim, another defensive rebound. Not secured by West Virginia, and it turns into points for NC Central. Coach DeVries for the Mountaineers talking about that, probably the largest area of needed improvement for West Virginia by far. Defensive rebounding in Bake. When 21 days come to pass and you're playing at Kansas,
yes,
it's a top 10 team, former #1 team. That is going to have to be shored up. And
that's exactly
the good news is you will play a number of games before that. West Virginia by 11, 7:44 to go. First half on ESPN+.
Talking with Eagles head coach earlier today, he told me that for this NC Central team, the motto is you have to hurry up and grow up. And he thinks in this game, he'll be able to measure if his team is able to do just that. He says he wants to see more maturity, but on the emotional side of things. How do they handle adversity? And he says you never know how you will respond until you are in those situations. So here tonight, he wants to see how this team responds to West Virginia's size advantage and physicality, and he hopes that that emotional maturity will come, especially when this Eagles team gets in conference play.
Thanks, Angelica. Welcome back to the WVU Coliseum. Yeah, Bake, it's a good point. They've been on the opposite ends of things this year, right? So a buzzer beater win against Gardner-Webb last time out, a 3-point loss to Radford. They've been on the right end of blowouts, heartbreaking losses. A lot of the spectrum, honestly, experienced so far this season.
Yeah, well, one thing that they don't do, though, they don't give up.
2 in the shot clock. Small's got to push one up. And rebounded by NC Central.
This trap is really kind of getting West Virginia out of any type of continuity.
Right. Javon Small held to 3 points here for the Mountaineers. Small is averaging 20 a game for WVU. We'll get a foul on a reach-in call with 7:02 to go here in the first half.
Javon Small is called for the first one.
And that'll be his first foul.
Team foul number 1. KJ Tenner checks back in for the Mountaineers.
KJ Tenner will check in for West Virginia, who's got 5 points already. He is behind Jonathan Powell, West Virginia's second leading scorer. Powell's got 6, Tenner's got 5. Here's a unconventional 5-footer, I think. That's no good. Rebounded by West Virginia. This there came from Okwarago. Junior from the Bronx, New York, and 23 in red. Did a really nice job forcing Small to make something happen. Rebound secured by NC Central. That trap is...
They're trying to make the game ugly. I mean, you know, get West Virginia out of any type of rhythm, and it's working right now.
Yeah, foul on Okani.
Whistled on Toby Okani. His first. Team's second.
.6:35 to go, first half. And again, Tucker DeVries, if you're just joining us, announced at 5:50 p.m. out indefinitely for West Virginia with an upper body injury. That came off the head of Powell. And we'll stay with NC Central. And so Tucker on the bench just having a watch. Still notice that Tucker was enjoying a big coffee, though, before the game. So. Competition is a mindset. He's got to be ready for it.
It's got to be eating him alive, though, to be sitting out of a ball game.
Can only imagine. That's the 4th turnover against NC Central. But even when he's on the bench dressed, he still plays a primary role, as Yesufu will check back in.
Just a little update. Jaden Stone is beginning to be able to do a little bit more each day. It's still a while before he's going to be ready to go, but I did see him shooting some today and doing a little bit of jogging, which he wasn't doing that about a week or so ago. So it's a slow process, but hopefully we'll have him back before too long.
Yeah, Jaden Stone, who is not on the bench for West Virginia at this point. Off the front of the rim and rebounded by Yesufu. Earned injured before West Virginia's season opener, so we have not seen him yet this season. And again, West Virginia, the only team in the country to have 2 players averaging 20 points per game. That was DeVries and Stone, who have not played together yet. Hansberry can't get it to fall. Fights for his own rebound. And the jump ball will belong to West Virginia.
Possession arrow to the Mountaineers.
Keyshawn Porter and Hansberry were tied up.
Yep, two guys just fighting for the ball.
Stay with West Virginia, 5:53 to go. Mountaineers up 11, their largest lead, 15 points. Inbound to Hansberry, playing that 5. Small off the screen. Hansberry gets the tip all the way to the basket. Got to have that fall, and can't get the second opportunity either.
Boy, I tell you what, he's not going to get a much easier look than that.
Johnson hands off to Po' Boy King, who has been held in check by West Virginia. Whistle and a foul on the Mountaineers.
Foul is called on Jonathan Powell.
Jonathan with a touch foul just now.
Yep. Foul on Powell.
Foul on for NC Central.
And that'll send
Timmy
Adediri to the free throw line. West Virginia 0 for their last 7 from the field. NC Central trying to muck this game up, chip away at this lead. Mountaineers have not scored in 4 minutes here. Eduardo Andre comes back into the game to provide some inside presence. He'll switch out for Hansberry.
Yeah, Hansberry was getting a little frustrated inside.
Yep.
I think Coach DeVries gets him out before he picks up a cheap foul.
Free throw good from Adediri. And the West Virginia lead is 9 with 5.5 to go.
Still in that 1-3-1.
West Virginia certainly cautious to get it over. And then to Tenor. 2-3 zone settled back into by NC Central. Tenor through the middle. Small's open.
Nice closeout on Small.
Yep, recovered well. 5 on the shot clock. Tenor hesitates. Can't finish. Andre the tip and the rebound for the Eagles. Here they come trying to put a run together. They're on a 6-0 run over the last 4 minutes. 6 points in 4 minutes, not a lot, but when the other team can't score, it's enough. Johnson, Adediri, traveled. Good defense there from Tenor.
What this defense is doing to West Virginia is as they bring the ball up, it's really eating up a lot of the shot clock. So once West Virginia does cross half court, they don't have much time to really get a lot of sets going.
5th turnover by the Eagles. Tenor actively trying to get through that initial line. Small steps into a 3. It's in and out and rebounded by NC Central.
That's the best look that Ron Small's had all evening.
Po' Boy King pulls up, fouled by Tenor.
Oh boy.
Will shoot free throws. Was his foot on the line, or will this be 3 for the visitors?
I think it's 3.
Is called for the personal. His first. Foul number 4.
Po' Boy King has been held scoreless, and it looks like we'll have 3 free throws.
Yes, he will have 3.
For the leading scorer on the season.
Boy, that drives coaches crazy when you foul a guy on a 3.
Rare miss from the 88% free throw shooter. King averages 17 per game. And the next free throw, no good.
Wow.
So they're chanting Chick-fil-A, but what's the rule? Usually if they miss 2, but he gets 3 here.
Yeah, I know. I think they'll have to honor it with the 2.
He makes 1 of 3. And all of a sudden, an 8-point West Virginia game, and this run is 7-zip over the last 5 minutes for NC Central. Small timeout called with 4:07 left in the first half. West Virginia's gone cold. NC Central's been chipping at the lead on ESPN+.
Said, as an undersized guy, he has always been doubted, but he was just looking for that one coach to give him an opportunity. In the summer of 11th grade, he said that guy was Darren DeVries. He built a relationship with Tenor and his family, and he said that is what led him to follow DeVries from Drake to WVU. He said it took about 2 to 3 days for Coach DeVries to reach out to him after he accepted the job here at West Virginia, but he said the fact that Coach DeVries asked him to follow him to Morgantown spoke volumes. He said, he's a winner, I'm a winner, and I will always be loyal and thankful for that opportunity.
Good note, Angelica. Thank you very much. Yeah, what a pickup. I was saying before the season had started, and maybe the first couple of games into the season, asking Coach DeVries, well, was he under-recruited? And his answer was, we hope so.
I hope so, yeah.
Hey, but so far, so good.
Mr. Basketball in Tennessee, you got to be doing something right.
We have seen the freshman as he handles the ball here try and make things happen himself out of necessity for West Virginia, with a couple of possessions coming up empty. West Virginia has not scored in over 5 minutes, Bake, here. 5.5 minutes coming up on it with 4 on the shot clock. Small handles, trapped. Yesufu pushes one up. It's good. Well,
wow. You know, Coach Moten can't be disappointed with that. I mean, his defense did everything. That's just a good player making a good shot.
Po' Boy King with 1 point in the contest. Had 28 last time out against Gardner-Webb. 3:23 to go in the first half. Adediri misfires, and it's going to belong to West Virginia. Well, Bake, as we see this three-pointer from the upperclassman Yesufu, sometimes it's better if you don't think.
Yeah, it's just like you draw it up.
Yeah.
It's just like Coach is drawing it up.
Three-point ball has made an impact in this one.
This defense is causing West Virginia all kinds of issues with the shot clock.
Don't say that. After the issues we've had.
Yeah, with the shot clock, that's true.
West Virginia's made 5 threes. NC Central 0 so far through this game. 3 minutes left in our first half. Shot clock at 10 for West Virginia. Okani with 5. Tenor in the lane with 1. Yesufu again. It's good.
Just run that all night. Run the same thing all night.
Hey, maybe there is something to be said for that. Drawing it up.
Oh, my goodness.
And after going scoreless for over 5 minutes, West Virginia has scored 6 points in the last minute. 29-15, tip and steal. Here come the Mountaineers with Small. To the basket, he scores. Finish at the rim, timeout, NC Central. With 2:17 left in the first, and all of a sudden it's West Virginia on an 8-0 run. West Virginia leads by 16 points. And again, Bake, here NC Central, that's a decent closeout. It's good defense for all 20 so seconds of it.
It's just two very, very tough shots that were made. Yesufu's got a spot over on that side of the court right there.
And NC Central snake bitten as well. They haven't scored a field goal in the last 6 minutes.
West Virginia able to get an easy basket on a turnover. They need a little bit more than that because, again, this defense that NC Central has been putting on them has been giving them fits.
The only problem is Eagles have shot just 30% as a team. They are 6 of 20, 0 of 4 from 3. Turn the ball over 6 times. But they are finding their scoring in the paint when they are getting their opportunities, outscoring West Virginia 10-8. Has run it away after the quick pause from Coach Moten. Tenor knocks it loose. 15 on the shot clock to work with here. King, Adediri. Smith to King. You can imagine he pulls the trigger here and does. Can't convert. Rebound Andre.
He had a great look just now. Just couldn't get it to drop.
Small. In transition, West Virginia able to get into the system for the first time in a couple long times. Small, 13 on the shot clock. Okani, quick release, no good. And the rebound comes to King.
Toby wasn't set good just now when he let that shot go.
No look pass inside, tipped by Andre. Floated out to Yesufu. And he's got the hot hand for West Virginia. Joe Yesufu with a team high 8 points.
Boy, you love seeing that come in off the bench. Especially when West Virginia really needed some offense.
3 ball on the way. Nothing but net from Isaac Parson. That'll be NC Central's first 3 of the game.
Boy, Tenor got racked on a pick just now. Coach DeVries wanted a call. Didn't get it.
Under a minute to go, first half. This is Small. Yesufu again. When you're feeling it, you're feeling it. Wow.
Wow. Well, you knew someone had to step up. You just didn't know who it was going to be.
Best he has looked as a Mountaineer, Joe Yesufu. Senior from Illinois. 5th-year senior for West Virginia. Extends the lead 36-18. And an offensive foul will send it the other way. Joe Yesufu, as they get that one. 6-team foul on NC Central. Yesufu,
Back in for the Mountaineers.
as Powell checks back in, hadn't scored more than 5 points for West Virginia in a game this year. That came against UMass in just 6 minutes. Yesufu's got 11 coming off the bench here for WVU.
Powell coming back in with 22 seconds left.
Yep,
Maybe see if he can tee up a 3 here.
Last possession of the half. 13-3 run for West Virginia. They'd love to put an exclamation point on it. 12 seconds. 9. Tenor, high pass to Powell. 6. Tenor, step back with 2. Tenor, try to fire one up there. It was blocked. And Andre can't put it up in time. West Virginia on a 13-3 run in the final 3 minutes of that first half has doubled up NC Central after a relatively shaky mid-stage of the first half. Bake?
Yep, it was. Now, Coach, I was looking to see whether Coach was with her. He was giving somebody an earful just now, so that's more important. But
yep. It is West Virginia 36, NC Central 18. Halftime is here at the WVU Coliseum. We'll break it here on ESPN+. Comes Okani, Yesufu with 11 and the Mountaineer lead. As we get ready for the second half of the WVU Coliseum, we welcome you back with West Virginia leading NC Central 36-18. Well, the highlights to choose from for both teams will start with NC Central. Bank, a lot of their success coming from close range.
well, yeah, Isaac Parsons, their leading scorer with 7 points. Points have been tough for them to come by, though, because West Virginia's half-court defense has been good. But, you know, they're hanging in there, and again, Parsons doing his share to keep them close.
Yeah, he's got a team-high 7 points. For West Virginia, you knew we were going to have to get supplemental scoring with Tucker DeVries out for this game, right? Well, how about Joe Yesufu with a West Virginia best 11 points in the first half. His high of 5 was prior to this 11-point performance.
Well, and all of them, a lot of them coming with the shot clock ready to expire. So those were huge shots.
And perhaps not a surprise, Yesufu, who had played previously for Coach DeVries at Drake, may be comfortable. But it's, again, shots like these for West Virginia, the extra pass, and they are hitting clutch shots, which is important.
Whenever they've been able to break that zone down and get that, they can get some good looks. But again, that zone that North Carolina Central has given West Virginia some trouble.
All right, total stats for you. West Virginia is shooting at 45%, 13 of 29, just 7 of 22 for the visiting Eagles. West Virginia has won the rebounding battle, has certainly won the three-point battle. Check that out. Bake, not quite accurate enough. 13 of 29 is total field goals. West Virginia is 7 of 17 from 3. And again, just 4 turnovers for the Mountaineers against a team that is 7th in the country in that category.
That's exactly right, yeah. Even though it's kind of had West Virginia off kilter a little bit, West Virginia still hasn't turned the ball over that much. And West Virginia's done a good job on King. You don't want to let him a rep because he can be a changer.
Yeah, Po' Boy King, who averages 17, 18 a game, just 1 point so far. Angelica Tranone, our sideline reporter, has more.
Well, I was talking with Coach Moten there at the half. I said, hey, remember we talked a lot about emotional maturity. How can your team fight back here in the second half? He says West Virginia completely overwhelmed us with their physicality. He said, for lack of a better term, they were punking us. He wants to see how his team can fight back. He wants to see them be stronger in all aspects of the game, both mentally and physically as well here in the second half.
Thanks, Angelica. She'll have more as the game continues, and that one through the wickets and out of bounds. Turnover from NC Central. That's between the legs.
Yeah, that's the kind of turnovers you just can't have in a situation like this.
Yep. That's 9 turnovers. Thanks for joining us on ESPN Plus. West Virginia playing another home game here at the WVU Coliseum. They will round out non-conference play without going anywhere extra. Final 2 games are here at home after this one in the out-of-league slate. Tenor to Small, traveled, and
I think they got a 3-second call.
Yeah. And that will go against Okani. I was going to say, technically a legal step, it would have been, right?
Yeah, I think they thought the shot was going to go up, and when he did not shoot, when Javon Small did not shoot it, guys got caught in the lane.
Porter, Edadiri, Johnson, and a mismatch there on the corner. It slipped in on the block. Hansberry defending against Perry Smith, and Hansberry gets the board and the stop.
Boy, Smith had a good look, just couldn't get it to drop. West Virginia going with a smaller lineup to start here in the second half.
The Mountaineers started Eduardo Andre 6'11" to begin the game. That switch was made pretty quickly. And the 3 ball from Small misses, and it will stay with West Virginia. Hansberry was underneath the basket fighting for it with Edadiri.
Yeah, Hansberry probably fortunate he didn't get an over-the-back call just now.
I'm with you on that. Javon Small with 5 points in this game, had 26 4 days ago in that win against Georgetown, where West Virginia outscored the Hoyas by 15 in the second half. But encouraging in the sense that Javon Small's not carrying you now with Tucker DeVries out.
Right. And he's going to get more traffic on him now with DeVries out.
Small, tough look, offensive rebound. Hansberry through 3 Eagles and able to navigate away from it. Tenor underneath, found Small, it's tipped away from him, and we'll stay with the Mountaineers. Shot clock at 11. Well, encouraging that you're getting points away from Small, but not encouraging that life has been made extremely difficult for him. That's an 8th offensive rebound for West Virginia.
Well, and he better get used to that until Tucker gets back. That's the type of things he's going to run into.
Inbound, Okani. A decent look. Offensive rebound, King. Guarded by Buck Harris, and he's fouled. Hand on hand, and King heads to the line with 18-15 to go here in the second half.
One of the few times that North Carolina Central has had an opportunity to get a break.
King averages 17. He is 0 for 4 from the field. 1 point on 1 free throw make. He is 1 of 3. Wow.
I did not see that coming with his foul shooting.
Yeah, he was an 88% free throw shooter coming into the game with 25 free throw attempts. And he made the second one. 36-19 West Virginia. Javon Small is 2 of 6. He's dished out an assist.
Still in that 1-3-1, West Virginia going over the top of it.
Yeah, Small would have probably liked to pull that trigger as that one's tipped out of bounds. I just saw Coach DeVries there say, shoot the ball. And again, life made more difficult in the Big 12 for West Virginia because not only is there no Tucker DeVries out indefinitely for West Virginia, but the league is familiar with Javon Small.
That's exactly right.
Oklahoma State. Hansberry for 2.
Nice look. Excellent pass. Tenor had his head up the whole time, read it, and got the ball into Hansberry.
fouled and will shoot 2. Late whistle, but probably the right call.
It was a right call. Yeah, that was a late call.
Foul is called on Javon Small.
We'll get Small for the foul.
That's his second personal team foul.
Second on the West Virginia point guard.
Homeboy King at the line, 2 shots.
I was going to say, just a matter of time.
Before, yeah, you put him up there enough times, he's going to start knocking them down.
King 3 of 6 at the line. And again, this is an NC Central team that comes in with relative confidence. King makes both. They've won 3 of their last 4 games.
They're not going to quit. They're going to keep coming.
Yep. And picked to finish 3rd in the MEAC. Small. It's over the timeline with 2 seconds to spare. Sincere Harris. Double team comes. He'll hook it back to Small. Underneath Hansberry. Nice fake. And the 2.
That's the way you dissect that.
Yeah. Monty Hansberry now with 7 for West Virginia. Hansberry had 6 and 2 against Georgetown. Harris with a steal. Outlet pass to Small, has Powell. Powell has the 3, and he cashes in.
Jonathan Powell.
Good recognition by Javon Small.
From Javon Small.
Largest lead of the game for West Virginia of 22 points, 43-21. And Jonathan Powell has his 3rd 3 of the game. Small tips it loose. Steal West Virginia. Tenor to Powell, inside. Harris, catch and score.
They have timeout. Coach Moten has seen enough.
West Virginia 4 of its last 4 and in transition. Enough for a timeout called by NC Central. 30-second timeout. And we'll step aside on ESPN+. Jonathan Powell has hit big shots for West Virginia in the game. The freshman, 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. 2 of those coming in the first half. Bacon, he gets another one recently.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the young man can really shoot the ball. You know, the one thing that I think that he really is going to have to work on is being able to put it on the deck and then go up and shoot. He doesn't do that real well yet, but it's going to come. And West Virginia with a little pressure of their own. Buck Harris just a little bit too aggressive.
Called for the foul. Powell's got 9, and again, 50% from behind the arc. Powell coming into this game just a 32% three-point shooter. West Virginia has made 8 in the game. Harris gets the steal this time. Misses the dunk, and Small falling.
Small says, thank you very much.
Now, is that an assist?
That's what he's going to say. That's an assist.
Handling the ball is Isaac Parson. West Virginia hit 9 threes in that one against Georgetown, 6 of which came in the second half, Big. We talk about some ridiculous threes made in this game.
Yeah.
Some crazy ones made the Georgetown game. Small, DeVries,
oh my,
among a couple. West Virginia on a 9-0 run here currently in half number 2. Buck Harris looking for his first 3 off the front of the rim.
You know, Coach DeVries still encouraging him to shoot it.
Here's a deep 3 for the Eagles, no good. That's off the hand of Javon Small. Wrapped around and scored by Ja'Kai Murray, the 6'7" junior into the game here from Brooklyn. And it's 47-23 Mountaineers. We are in a break zone. 5 minutes in. Half number 2 at the Coliseum. Powell, quick release 3. Misses.
Might have been a little too quick that time.
Yep. Okwarago on the rebound for NC Central. And Small will be whistled for a foul. He gets Parson on the call. And Javon Small has picked up his 3rd foul as we head to the break. 47-23 West Virginia free throws for the visiting Eagles when we come back on ESPN+. Not Harris, but Small. Are on ESPN+, Bethune-Cookman and Mercyhurst. Final non-conference games on the season for West Virginia before Big 12 play begins. They're on the road at Kansas on New Year's Eve, and then Oklahoma State and Arizona to open things up. An Oklahoma State game will be televised. nationally. And first free throw missed there by Parson.
Yeah, Arizona will come to town with a little bit of revenge on the line,
yeah.
You know.
Now the question becomes, was that scheduled before Arizona was in the league? You're not exactly sure, right? Because sometimes they're the year of.
Sure.
We had some football games in the Big 12 this year, which were scheduled. That weren't technically league games, even though they were two Big 12 teams, because they were scheduled years in advance. But Tenor, navigates nicely. Powell to Tenor. All the time in the world to pull the trigger, and he got it.
They really made some adjustments on breaking that zone.
Lead is 27 for West Virginia here as Parson gets it over midcourt. Dogged defense here by West Virginia. Again, the Mountaineers have only turned the ball over 5 times. They've forced 12. Andre ranged up for that block. Shot does not fall. How about the save to the seat of his pants and a reach-in call on O'Connor.
That's just a good hustle foul just now.
That'll be Toby's second.
Andre didn't block the shot, but you know, when you get in there and there's a guy like that that has that ability, sometimes you lose your concentration trying to focus on the shot.
That's right. West Virginia third in the country in blocks per game. O'Connor out-rebounded, and the putback, a strong one from Ja'Kai Murray.
A good, strong move by Murray.
Well, you think of the Sagaba Konate days and his penchant for blocking, right? How much was that psychological as the game went on? As the season went on, really. And people still try to challenge him. Andre swiped that and fouled from behind. He'll shoot 2. But again, he is a true 6'11", if not 7 foot.
Excellent ball movement. West Virginia able to get the ball deeper now. They're not getting trapped right across half court like they were earlier.
Laquan Smart picks up the foul. Yeah, it was almost like West Virginia was a little too deliberate in its initial possessions to begin the game, obviously feeling out. First free throw no good for Andre. That pressure high in the backcourt, but as the game has gone on, you'd like how West Virginia has been able to adjust and absorbing that pressure and then getting the pass inside, but not rushing to do it. If my analysis is correct, I know that's where your paycheck comes from. 51-26 Mountaineers. With 13 and a half to play, second half. Backdoor cut. Here is Parson. High riser through.
Yep, and he had to get it up high. Nice shot by Parson.
Screen comes from Andre. Yesufu, who had the hot hand in the first half, gets it back, and he'll attack. And Powell spots up. No good. Rebound Yesufu. Out to Tenor.
Well, doing a little bit of everything.
See if West Virginia goes to Yesufu here again on this offensive possession. He had 11 points in that first half. O'Connor turns. Now, got a good look there, but couldn't finish. And that's going to be off West Virginia. A decent look.
Yeah, he did have a good look. And Andre just couldn't corral it when it came off.
Small will check back in for Tenor. And relatively pedestrian night for Javon Small with 7 points for a player who averages 20. Small with 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, but also 3 fouls. Probably why he was sitting. 12:39 to go.
You know, Small not having his typical game like he does, and DeVries not there, but you can see the guys stepping up that really needed to do that.
Andre grabs the rebound. O'Connor sets the screen. Yesufu.
Ooh.
That was high pass from O'Connor, but Yesufu taps his chest as to say, my bad. 6th turnover of the game for the Mountaineers. Unforced.
Yeah. And I'm not sure Yesufu could have gotten that. It was pretty high. Had a lot of starch on it, too.
Spoken as a true big 4-5. You know, more on Yesufu. He's dealing with a hip injury, missed almost all of last year, and was not 100% healthy as the season began. Got a foul there on Andre, and 2 free throws come here for NC Central. But even on just the eye test, Bake, I mean, Yesufu looks like he's just moving so much smoother.
Yes, he does.
Eduardo Andre is first, team foul number 6.
Enough body contact there on Andre, who picks up the foul. It'll be free throws here for Kalichi Warago.
23, Kalichi Warago. 2 shots.
First free throw made. 60th career game for Oak Warago. And the second free throw is in and out. And a push from behind on Murray.
Murray, yep. Got that hand in the back.
5 to Kai Murray. Second.
Hansberry re-enters here for Andre, who gets a breather.
Hansberry checks back in for the Mountaineers.
And I know, Bake, at this point of the season, you're kind of past the point of experimenting with your lineup. I mean, is it fair to say you kind of know what you have at this point?
Oh, yeah. I think that time was a total change. NC Central in a full court man-to-man.
Only bring that up because, again, Powell's open for 2. He'll score that easily. Tucker DeVries out indefinitely as of today. So kind of go back to that where are we at type situation.
Exactly.
And this is for a West Virginia team, too, that has installed more than they've used in terms of sets. And now you've got to do that with less personnel. Small, Yesufu, Powell for 3, no good. Hansberry timed the rebound well. Gets it out to Small, who can step into one and not make it.
Boy, he's had a tough shooting night.
Powell threw it out for Small, who was retreating. Murray to Smart and scores. And Darren DeVries wants a timeout here with 11:03 to go in the game. West Virginia 53, NC Central 31. Easy 2. Easiest 2 you'll find.
That's exactly.
The winningest coach at NC Central, he was one of the best players in program history. He told me, I didn't choose coaching, coaching chose me. I had aspirations of playing in the NBA until I was 45 and then retiring. But he said life happened. He did coach a little middle school and high school, and when they approached him about coming back as an assistant coach, he said, I love the innocence of the game at a lower level, but they finally convinced him to come back as an assistant. They said when he interviewed to be the head coach, he thought it was just a courtesy. He didn't think he was actually going to get it. He said he was approached about going on some lunches to convince people that he was the man for the job, and he said, I have faith in myself, and if I have to convince you, then I'm not the one for this program. And as you can see, that turned out very well for him. 16 seasons later, he's still believing in himself and this NC Central program.
Thanks, Angelica. Javon Small hits the 3 there for West Virginia. You know what, though? I would say for Coach Moten, things have worked out fairly well for him ever since then. And we got a foul on the floor here against Yesufu. I like that comment, though. Liked coaching at the lower levels for the innocence of the game. I mean, that is as natural and pure as it comes, right?
Sure. And talking with him today, I was talking about NIL something. He said, I don't know where it's going to end. He said, it's just awful.
Yeah.
At free throw line, Eagles number 11, Isaiah Clarkson. 1 and the ball.
7th team foul on West Virginia. 1-and-1 here for Parson. And he missed it, and Hansberry grabs the rebound for West Virginia and saves it to Powell.
I don't know how he walked that line over there.
Get him in some pads, see if he can catch passes. Small now with 10. He's in double figures for West Virginia. Powell thought about it. Powell again. 6 on the shot clock. Got to find something here. Yesufu 4 on the shot clock. Forces it to Small. Fakes it. Goes up. Can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by NC Central. Halfway through our second half. 9:40 to go in the game.
One thing about NC Central, they have not stopped. They are still playing very, very hard.
Yeah. Oak Warago for 3.
Okowargo giving them a little boost off the bench.
Rare shot to fall for NC Central. They are clocking in at 33% on the game, and bad turnover there from the Mountaineers.
That's just sloppy basketball. That's not going to make Coach DeVries happy.
It cuts the lead to 20 with 9 minutes to go. Hansberry. Yesufu. See if they can get him a bucket here in half number 2. Small. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound from Hansberry. Putback wouldn't go. Loose ball. Hansberry fires it out to Small, who recollects, and a whistle and an injured Eagle. That is Okowargo, who's grasping his ankle.
Yeah, he is.
8:43 to go. Got rolled up on by Hansberry, who was fighting for that loose ball. Training staff will come out to attend to him. Again, that loose ball on the floor, chased by Hansberry. A couple of bodies getting there. Okowargo, one of them.
Coach Moten today was very pleased with the weather. He said he expected to run into some snow when he got here, but he said, no, he says this is okay.
Oh, that's a weird one, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, just twisted it, yep. Well, hopefully that's all it was a twist and something you can shake off, but as for now, he's gonna hop behind the bench and get a look at. No, it's unseasonably warm for December 10th in Morgantown.
Yeah, he said he was prepared for the worst.
Not far off.
No, I was going to say hang around for a couple of more days and you might.
Oh, yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, hang out 2 more days. We'll get to you. Tenor to the basket, fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Like a little jet that went right down through the middle of the traffic. He has no fear.
Tenor with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists here tonight for the Mountaineers.
It's not so much the scoring that he did, but when he came in the game, he brought a lot of energy.
Yeah. Well, the intangibles of confidence and controlled aggression comes to mind for KJ Tenor. True measuring stick of where Tenor's at as he misses the first free throw. Will be his first couple of games in the Big 12, but again, judge a team, judge players, where they're at the end of the season. But again, that's going to be a lot harder to do and ironic as a talking point with Tucker DeVries out indefinitely.
Oh, boy.
I mean, the ceiling for this West Virginia team is going to be a lot different.
Without him there, that's for sure.
Depending on Tucker's timeline. And that's a foul underneath the basket. Going to give West Virginia the ball here with 8:18 to go on a push-off.
Foul is whistled on Perry Smith.
Javon Small had nice hops just now. He was really up.
Smith on the foul. And a whistle, and with the shot clock here fixed. Now, no one panic. Shot clock is still functioning. You know, fun fact, for those who've been paying attention, they actually reinstalled brand new shot clocks for those that have malfunctioned. Yeah, so they renewed everything. They got new cords, new wires, new units, refreshed it all. Got that inside info before the game started.
Well, good. Hopefully no more glitches this year. Now a 2-3 zone. I tell you what, they've had an array of defenses here.
Powell for 3, fouled and 1. Still hit the celly despite going down.
Well, that can boost your average real quick. Then to get a 4-point play.
Yeah. Had to respect Small and his step in to the perimeter. And they will get Smart on the foul. Gives West Virginia the 60-point mark with 8 minutes to go. And the N1 free throw is up and good. Powell, with his and one, has now got 15 points for West Virginia, 4 of 9 from behind the arc. He is the game's leading scorer, the freshman from Ohio. Next dead ball bring us to immediate timeout. Murray. To Parson for 3. Back iron. Chase down. Contact. Ball Mountaineers. Powell again. And Hansberry the follow-up. Swat. Save. Murray's got it and traveled as he thought he had numbers ahead. 7:19 to go, second half. It's West Virginia 61, NC Central 36 on ESPN Plus. 19 to go, half number 2. West Virginia without Tucker DeVries in this game and for the foreseeable future, being led by Jonathan Pell's 15 points. That is one shy of a career best. He had 16 at Pitt. Just his third college game of his career. Yesufu is in double figures with 11. Small has 10. Tenor has 9. West Virginia as a team shooting just 42% in this game, Bakes. So certainly don't love that. But again, kind of predictable when arguably your best scorer is out.
Yeah, and they had a different defense to have to deal with today than
sure. And O'Connie stepped out of bounds. That'll be a 9th turnover against West Virginia.
I think in hindsight, Coach DeVries will be happy that he did have to force or face this type of a defense tonight.
Elbow jumper, no good from Smith. Buck Harris to Tenor. Andre. And he's fouled. Andre, who got the start for West Virginia in place of Tucker DeVries, has 3 points and 8 rebounds. Will be interesting to see if West Virginia sticks with him going into Big 12 play as the starter for West Virginia, or how exactly you put this puzzle together.
Yeah, and obviously that'll all depend on how Tucker DeVries does. And
Small, fouled, will shoot 2.
Well, once we get into the Big 12, Andre's going to have to be a big factor. I mean, he's really the only huge size that we have.
6:37 to go. And that is 5 fouls on Aquan Smart. So he is done for the night. Team's 7th foul on NC Central, which puts West Virginia in the bonus as well. Small gets his 11th point with a free throw make. Javon is 4 of 12 from the field and 2 of 8 from 3.
You won't see him shoot like that very often.
Yeah, exactly. 26 points against Georgetown 4 days ago as he makes the 2nd free throw. Especially for a player as well that averages over 36 minutes a game too. Po' boy King.
They've done a great job on King tonight.
Harris tips it loose and out of bounds. 6:18 to go.
Buck Harris really takes pride in his defense. I mean, that's what he wants to. He likes being able to shut people down.
Do get it in to Smith. Attacking is Parson. He's had the green light and is swatted by Andre. Mountaineers in transition with O'Connie. Misfire that time.
Yeah.
Here's a foot race, and Harris and Parson went all the way into the sweet seats. And King gets that one in. And
there's another
the tip.
Yeah, another basket. I don't know who's going to get credit for it.
5:55 to go. 30-second timeout called by NC Central, with West Virginia leading 63-38. Eduardo Andre, well, if it's not coming offensively, you know it's coming defensively.
That's exactly right. He's going to make you alter something.
Eduardo Andre picks up his 4th block of the game. And again, in his shining example of West Virginia's ability to stop shots on the way up. Mountaineers 3rd in the country in blocks per game, which is a shock because you talk about West Virginia being a small team.
Yeah, they are. I mean, you know, that isn't. They've had a number of. Buck Harris has blocked a few. Powell has blocked a few. Obviously, Andre. And Tucker DeVries had blocked some shots. So they kind of spread the wealth around.
5:55 to go. Yesufu over midcourt. And the giveaway.
Boy, that is not a good turnover, my goodness.
Andre, it's a takeaway, 2-on-1. Harris, Powell with the flush. And it's a new career high for Jonathan Powell. He's got 17.
Brings a big grin on his face.
King to the basket, fouled. And po' boy King still can't buy a bucket here. He's 0-5, but heads to the free throw line. Check out this.
Excellent pass from Buck. And Powell knew what to do with it. Po' boy King said, just let me get out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of a poster.
And King hits the free throw. To your point, I think Mark Few's son against Baylor was a great PSA for all of the uncertain shot blockers out there. That was a heck of a low light for him. Heck of a highlight for the Baylor Bears, despite the outcome of that game. And the second free throw missed there, taken off the rim by Yesufu. 65-39 Mountaineers. To the corner for Powell. Yesufu got it.
And he may have been fouled on the shot. His playing time just went up.
Yesufu, 3 of 4 and 4 of 5 from the field. 3 triples for Yesufu. On the three-point make. That is his 4th 3. And tips the rebound ahead to Powell. Buck Harris wanted it. And they want him to take it.
Yeah, it's between the ears now.
Yeah. Foul on Andre will send NC Central to the free throw line. It is Yip territory now for Buck Harris.
Yep, he's thinking about it now. Because he did. He had a shot at the 3 just now. I look at a 3 and just didn't. And I saw him today in shoot around. He hit about 4 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, it's not that he can't do it. He just hasn't shown.
You think it's like a dam, right? Once it breaks, it's open. And the 1-and-1 free throw airballed, which opens things up for Harris Alezovic and Jake Auer. The walk-on from D2 Rockhurst University. We'll get some minutes here for West Virginia. Number 8 in white.
He won't hesitate to put up a 3. That young man can actually really shoot
he
basketball.
Can shoot. Oh, yeah. 1,000-point score, as a matter of fact, but he got that before he became a West Virginia Mountaineer. Should have saved some points. Tenor. Yesufu, deep, no good. And King can't save it. It'll be West Virginia ball when we come back. Final media timeout of the game. Mountaineers 68. NC Central 39. College basketball is on ESPN+.
Scoring for the first 4 games of the season, freshman Jonathan Powell didn't fare so well in the Bahamas or against Georgetown. Just a combined 8 points in those 4 games. I asked Coach DeVries, how do you handle that situation with such a young player? He says in practice, you just find some other things to encourage him on, not necessarily focusing on his shooting. He said you just keep telling him, keep shooting and the shots will fall and you'll get that confidence back. Safe to say, I think he got that tonight as he now has a team-high 17 points.
Thanks, Angelica. And he fights for the rebound there. Bullets one out to Tenor.
Save.
Well, success at anywhere on the floor kind of translates to everywhere else.
It does.
West Virginia with the backups in, Elizevich and Auer. Confidence just a huge part. Auer for 3. Powell the follow-up. Pinned from behind. Keyshawn Porter. Hellboy King looking for a field goal. No good.
He's rushed a lot of his shots.
Yesufu, Auer to the basket. Knocked loose, Tenor out to Powell. Why not? Auer, the rebound, the jump. No good. NC Central the board with 3 minutes to play. Parson to the cup. Auer the rebound.
Well, West Virginia, the young guys coming in off the bench playing just as hard, and that's what you like to see.
Yesufu. They find Auer. Got it that
time. Good shooters never get tired of making shots.
Yep. Perhaps the biggest pop of the night, 71-39. Something to be said for that, Bake, right?
Oh, yeah.
Auer missed a couple opportunities and put it back up there. Next possession, mentality. Over 2 minutes to go. And free throws to come here. And to put it into perspective, Tucker DeVries, who was out indefinitely for West Virginia, was 14 points shy of 2,000 as we see Tucker on the bench right now.
At the last break, West Virginia, I'm sure Coach DeVries will be very happy. West Virginia 39 rebounds, North Carolina Central 27. Because rebounding was going to be somewhat of an Achilles heel for this ball club this year, but certainly today, nice job on the boards.
And obviously a work in progress for the West Virginia team, rebounding. Parson hits the second. Mountaineers have shot just 38% as a team, so a lot of opportunities to rebound as well. Tenor inside, Elizevich for 2.
He got good position inside, excellent pass inside. Like to reward the big guys when they get good position like that.
Sherbrooke boy from Ontario. Spotting up is Porter. That 3 no good. Elizevich ping-ponging around, sees the follow-up from Smith with 1:15 to go. 1:12 left. Game has been decided, frankly, since the second quarter, Bake.
Yes.
But it will be interesting to hear Coach DeVries' post-game thoughts. Auer with a hand in his face, got another. And we'll get a shot clock corrected here. I'll tell you what, we saw Powell come into the game with 17 seconds before halftime. Jake Auer might be working himself into a conversation for a last possession substitution. Or just lead of 33 points here for the Mountaineers, 50 seconds left. .42 seconds left. West Virginia hauls down the board.
You know, a game like this for North Carolina Central, obviously, it's not the way they wanted to turn it, but they're picked third in the MEAC. This will help them down the road.
Howard's got to put it up. Oh!
Oh, my goodness.
That's 9 for him.
What's he been in, a minute and a half?
If that.
Oh, my God.
He missed his first and then hit 3 in a row.
Coach Moten is saying, let's not shoot anything here. We don't want to let this guy have another chance.
Parson for 2 with 2 seconds, and that'll wrap it up here at the WVU Coliseum. West Virginia 79, NC Central 45. WVU has it rained from downtown. They finished the game with 15 threes. Bake, your thoughts on this performance here from West Virginia without Tucker DeVries? Was a slow process.
Yeah.
You got to take care of business.
It was a sluggish start, and then they had to go up against a different defense that hadn't seen all year. So overall, after they adjusted, it was business as usual.
Now West Virginia finishes 41% from the field, but they hold NC Central to 33% and win the rebounding battle. That'll do it here from the WVU Coliseum. It's West Virginia 79, NC Central 45. For Warren Baker, I'm Andrew Caridi. All games are streaming on ESPN Plus and Archive.